This is going to be your weekly chakra energy update. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies you may be experiencing throughout your chakras. So in the comments, please let me know your zodiac sign and your word of the day. Now, as I'm filming this, it is Wednesday and we're having a snowstorm coming into Toronto, Canada. So whenever the weather is snowy and dark, you know, it kind of puts a bit of a damper on the day, or even a bit of an isolation vibe, you know. So I'm curious to know how you're feeling, and also where are you located in the world. I love knowing that we have a family that comes from all corners of the world here. We come together and we share in these energies. So let's take a look at what is the overall theme and message. Dance the rainbow. I love to have beauty in my life. Well, I'll put it to you this way. There definitely is beauty in snowfall. Now, it's not beautiful when you're trying to drive somewhere and navigate people, you know, slipping and sliding everywhere. But I do see the beauty in snowfall, you know. So there's always a rainbow here. There's always a new day or new energy. Now, interestingly enough, there's a card that's actually in the wrong direction. And I'm curious, the magic circle. Magic starts with me. It's almost like that was meant to pop out. The magic starts with me. You know, it's interesting because there's so many things that are happening in this world that we know are not easy, right? Very difficult feelings all over the place. And a lot of us would love to change things. And sometimes we aim to change things from the top. You know, we wish we could change all the systems in this world, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way. You know, I always remind people that change starts within. It starts at the bottom. It starts with you. And if you can radiate change to other people, more than likely, change will actually happen and trickle up. So let's take another card here just to see what we need to know about these themes and messages today. And it says, grace within the chaos. There you go. Man, there's always something positive and something negative, you know, as in there's the snowfall. It's beautiful. On the other hand, yeah, it's chaotic. The world, the politics, all the stuff going on, chaos, but there can be some beautiful things in there too. You know, we have to look at the bigger picture. Now, this does say accepting life's complexities, the seduction of distraction. Very interesting. Are you distracting yourself with anything lately, or do you feel like you're looking for a distraction? Now, let's take a look at the tarot. We're using the Chakra Wisdom Tarot to see what are the energies going throughout the chakras. Love that all the colors match on these cards. So in our root chakra, our base, our foundation right now, we're looking for joy and celebration. And I think that that's beautiful. We should be. Why not? Now, the only thing with this card is that sometimes we can say two's company and three's a crowd. So if there's a boundary issue right now, you got to make the boundary. Now, interesting that I'm talking about a snowstorm because here's the tornado card, everybody's, I would say, least favorite card, which is a storm brewing, or we call it the storm card. So yeah, there's definitely something brewing in the air. Now, that brewing can be excitement. Really, it can. It's all perspective. The brewing can also be people poking into your business. So which one is it right now for you? The biker is telling you to be the lone wolf. And we saw this card in the weekly reading that I posted the other day. This is asking you to be a nonconformist, to stand up, to do something different. You know, if you want something different, you got to do different. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So let's take a look at the sacral chakra, which is Venus, self-worth, self-value, and self-respect. And look at us. Boom. There's the tower moment. How many of you have had a tower moment where things have been shaken up and you feel like you're not sure what to do? Well, you go up. You have nowhere to go but up. And that's what I was saying. You know, started at the bottom and we move our way up to change ourselves, our environment, and maybe even the system one day, if we all do our part. Now let's see the bear. You've got to be strong right now. You are a boss. You are a CEO. You are the director of your own movie, the author of your own book. So let's navigate it. There's the cake. Ooh, I'm reminded of the cake analogy. If you know the cake analogy, you know. If you don't know, you can search it on YouTube, Cake Analogy, Kelly Lorraine 111. You can look at it on my Instagram profile or on my TikTok. They're pinned up there. You know, the cake analogy is about getting to the top of the cake. And that's where we celebrate. That's where we put ourselves first. And if someone wants to meet us at the top of the cake one day, they will. But you have to let them get up there themselves. Let's take a look at the solar plexus. personal power. King of Coins, yeah, it's a slow journey. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. And with that, we have the Milky Way. Feeling connected. Connecting with others is so important. You know, the community that we're a part of, that we engage in. It could also be a card of social media where somebody's reaching out. Could have been a long road or somebody reaching out after a long time. But be mindful of that. They've got to come correct. And with that is the empty nest. So a lot of this is telling you to move on from old things. You know, and that even could be in that conversation that you have if somebody reaches out. How you've moved on. You cross that bridge when you get there, obviously. Now let's take a look at the heart chakra. Well, we got a heart chakra card, which is the Four of Swords, which is healing, rest, and rejuvenation. Super important. And with that, we have the Empress, birthing a whole new cycle, Venus energy. This is about you healing those wounds and being in your feminine energy. And by the way, feminine energy is not about gender. You can be a man and have feminine energy. It's the energy of receiving, you know, of being good to yourself, showing yourself grace and compassion, making new things happen in your life, believing in yourself. And here we have the Castle, see, pride, recognition, aspiring for something great that you deserve. Let's take a look at the throat chakra and see what you need to know there. Communication. The Empress, again, the universe is like, I said what I said. So I love that. We just went over that. That's communicating the new you, the new and improved you. It's not even so much new you, it's improved. You know, doing new things, sparking new energy, feeling more confident, being more creative and passionate about what you're doing. And there's a release here. I mean, this could be tears of joy and tears of sorrow. You might just let it out. You might have a good cry, or maybe you've been having a good cry. If you're crying, that is purging. Just be mindful of the content in which, like what you're crying about, right? And with that, we have chocolate, satisfaction, perfection, love, and romance, and treating yourself. Yes, treat yourself to something nice because you deserve it. What's something that you love to do? What could you do right now to treat yourself? Whether that be a snack, a meal, a purchase, an experience. Now, the third eye, which is your intuition, we have the Ten of Wands. Now, you might be feeling a bit exhausted, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally exhausted. And that's okay because manifesting new things is quite exhausting. So take the breaks as you need them. But ultimately, this is telling you to release the burdens, put them down. Be careful with the overthinking. Some of you may be wondering, is it my intuition or my anxiety? And don't let yourself run away in your headspace. Surrender. This is the olive branch, surrender. But it is also someone reaching out. You know, it could be that someone reaches out and it's a burden. It makes you overthink. And this is where you got to ask yourself, are you in the old, or are you in the new? Do you want to go back to old energy, or do you want to be in new energy where you feel more confident? Now, the crown chakra, the downloads, you've got work to do. You're getting all these downloads of things that you want to aspire to, things you want to do, trips you want to take, goals. Yeah, trust. Take a leap of faith. Do it. If not now, when? And with that, we have here the shield. It's time to take down your shield. If you've been in defensive mode lately, then I would say it's time to be open and vulnerable, as scary as that might be. Okay, let's take a couple cards here for some last bit of guidance. And we have wealth. See, there's your abundance coming in. I just love that. And I want to take one from this deck here too, because it's just such an uplifting deck. Peace and harmony. Absolutely. Isn't that what we all want? It sounds so cliche. I really hope this resonates with you. As always, thank you for your kindness and support. It really means the world to me. If you would like a 2025 Tarot and Oracle forecast, it is now available on my website. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, it is available. Thank you so much, and I wish you an amazing day.